We advise the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Good evening, Philippines. Maayong gabi sa Tibok, Mindanao, Visayas, ug sa Luzon. Ako po si Eric Espina. Ito ang inyong Republika. Alam niyo po, ang ating magiging panauhin ngayong gabi ay mahalaga sapagkat siya po ay magbibigay o magbubukas ng ilang pinto, pati bintana po para po sa usapin tungkol po sa mga problema ng ating mga consumers sa mga texting. Siya po ay dating NTC Commissioner o Chairman baka. At masasabi nating siya po ay hindi nagpayaman sa kanyang tanggapan. Mahalagang po yan, no? Na dapat ay ating banggitin. Pangalawa, siya din po ang nagsabi sa akin na, Eric, taasan man lang natin ng piso ang bawat text ay magkakaroon ng revolusyon dito sa Pilipinas. Ganon po ang kanyang kaisipan. Ganon po siya manindigan. Kaya po ang titulo ng ating programa sa gabing ito ay People Power Text. Dahil dapat po tayong magkaisa na para po magkaroon ng reforma dito po sa parang masalimuot at nakakalugmok na pagtrato ng mga telecom company sa ating mga consumers. Walang iba po kung hindi si Attorney Army Jane Borje. Good evening.
Good evening, Eric.
Ayan.
Good evening, our Republika.
Yes, okay. During your time, ano ba yung mga kadalasang mga problems na kinakaharap under the NTC?
Insofar as texting
Is concerned, yes.
The problems that we are now facing were also problems that we faced before.
The same?
The same.
Oo.
Siguro, mas marami na lang ngayon.
Oo.
But we also were facing problems, for example, people complaining about being duped into giving money.
Okay.
Because they were told na nanalo sila.
Okay.
Diba you receive
Yes.
text. In fact, I remembered Mayor Lim going to the office.
Okay.
Because there was one person complaining that he sold everything he had as a farmer. 30,000 pesos daw yung kalabaw at mga ibang gamit niya. Just so he can deposit it in a bank deposit number. And was waiting for the 1 million that he was supposed to win. So, yan is happening now also.
You're talking about Mayor Alfredo Lim mismo ng
Yes,
Manila?
because somebody daw,
Oo.
this person went to complain sa office niya. So, pumunta sila sa office to also say, what is NTC doing? Kaya lang, the problems then are also the problems now because we would not know these people doing these things if they use prepaid numbers, unknown numbers, hindi naman plans, di ba? That is why for me, it was very important sana that yung move to register prepaid SIM cards should have been carried on as early as that time.
Okay. Pero hindi nasunod yun, ano?
Yeah, because we were told that it would entail a lot of administrative expenses. Pero for me, especially now, with the amount that they're earning, I think it would be fair to also give back to the subscribers the kind of security, at least walang protection that they can do for the subscribers.
So, as of now ngayon, wala pa rin protection yung mga consumers in terms of basta bibili ka lang ng SIM card, no?
In terms of at least minimizing the occurrence of people just buying, di ba? And then using it to send mga unwelcome messages.
Oo.
In fact, I had a friend
Oo.
who called me up sa Rotary
Oo.
last week complaining about magsi 6 months na daw.
Oo.
He has been receiving text messages that threatening him or basta making his life miserable because of these text messages. Hindi na nga daw siya nag-answer ng iba, but it keeps on coming. So, sabi ko, then he asked me because he remembered I was former commissioner of NTC.
Yes.
Pwede ba you can help me with whatever agency in government? Kaya lang, limited din ang magagawa, even NTC. Because if you do not know who is the owner of the number,
Wala din.
Wala din.
When it comes to, when you proposed that idea of having these SIM cards registered, that was the consensus nung parang NTC or proposal nyo yan?
Yeah, that was the consensus because even then the chairman, I became deputy and then chairman, no?
Okay, yes.
So even during the time of Chairman Rio, we agreed on that it could be a very good measure of trying to lessen instances where bibili lang ng kahit anong SIM and then start sending unsolicited messages. But up to now, I still hear plans. Wala pa rin nangyayari.
Wala pa nangyari. The NTC is under the Office of the President, ano?
Yeah. DOTC, Office of the President.
Yung plano ninyo na i-register itong mga SIM cards, sinuportahan ng DOTC or this was just NTC lang?
Well, NTC initiative.
What would have happened if you endorse it to DOTC?
Well, if we endorse it all the way to the President, I guess it would have been followed maybe.
Mas malakas siguro, no? Kung umakyat, ano?
Yeah.
From DOTC and then it went up to...
Yeah, pero Eric, now that we have this, ang ano ko is, it would really be more, sabihin natin, powerful if mismo tayo will insist.
So you're talking it from the bottom, going up, no?
Imagine 94 million texters. Kahit one day lang, lahat tayo hindi mag-text. How much is that? In terms of just, tapos sasabihin mo because it will entail so much administrative expense.
In fact, that can be an advocacy of many political candidates if they know what to do. Or many of the political parties, they should take this up as part of their cudgels for the consumers, no?
Yes. In fact, ang ano ko, when I was NTC Commissioner, I've had several instances, I've had several times when I was made to speak about consumer concerns, consumer welfare, because I wanted to follow that as my advocacy as NTC Commissioner. Na really, the regulators are not there just to regulate, or we are there to regulate the telephone companies for the good of the consumers, for consumer welfare.
Let me ask you a question. At that time, was there any initiative to try to sound out the DOTC or the President regarding the possibility of registering all these SIM cards? Wala.
I'm not anymore because it started nga with my chairman,
Yes,
diba?
yes.
And we agreed about it, and we called them up, we had meetings, we had...
Pero hindi nyo inakyat, ano?
I'm not very sure anymore. But I think hindi na nga naakyat. Ang nangyari kasi is, na ang naging focus kasi is, if we do that belatedly and then go back to, di ba, yung parang sa dami ng napalabas, mahirap na gawin. But come to think of it, even now, we can start now.
Yeah, better now than
yun na nga di ba? Parang
parang damage control. At least may damage control.
It died a natural death dahil nga if you look at the extent of hindi na ma-carry, hindi na ma-include in that effort, sobra na, mahirap nga. But now, looking at it now, pwede, ngayon tayo mag-start.
Sa tingin mo, first, sabi ng mga telecom companies, administrative cost.
Kasi nga, compare mo sa pag bumili ka, bigay lang. Doon sa, meron pa talaga.
I-register.
Get an ID to
Tapos
put it
i-register.
So, it will really entail nga, but, so what?
Okay. Yun lang ang reason nila.
That's the reason that I can remember very well.
Yun ang pinaka-main reason. But here is now the question. How come in other countries, I don't know whether it's a law, it's a requirement. Like for example, in Singapore, they're very strict siguro. And in other countries where buying of SIM cards, you have to register it.
Yes. That is why, sana nga, ngayon, nakikita ko, it's really a good move to at least, kung hindi man, kasi sinasabi nga nila, what will stop somebody to buy a SIM card and then give a fake ID?
It's a law and order measure in short.
Oo. Di ba?
Oo.
Eh, sabi ko naman, at least not all will do that. So, let's say out of 10, 1 or 2 will do that because criminal mind nga siya. Bumibili siya to
Mga kidnappers, this will,
diba?
yes, oo.
Pero out of the 10, may 8 pa rin na kuha mo rin.
Oo.
So, pros and cons, mas ano pa rin yung consumer welfare.
May mga nagsasabi daw, yung mga kaliwa daw, na pag pinaregister mo daw, parang Big Brother ito, na binabantayan daw yung mga kilos ng mga tao, baka daw ma-monitor, I don't know. Those are some of the fears.
Well, yun na nga. These were things that prevented it from happening. Pero ang akin naman is...
But if you weigh it...
Ang akin naman, if you weigh it nga, there will be more... Kasi...
More good, no?
Don't tell me, mas maraming bumibili or gumagamit na lawless element kaysa doon sa legal or ano talaga, di ba? So there will be more people protected rather than those nga talagang they will go out of their way to buy these SIM cards for other uses. So, sa akin, if you weigh things, mas better pa rin.
Sa palagay ninyo, malakas ang sale ng mga SIM cards? Marami ang nagpapalit palagi ng mga SIM cards?
Ako, yes. You just go to...
Palit ng SIM card, ano?
Oh, you just go to Green Hills, di ba?
Iba ng SIM card, ano?
At saka, mga friends ko, hindi lang isa or dalawa ang SIM cards. Kaya maraming numbers.
And each person has his own motives. Bakit palit siya ng palit ng mga SIM card, ano?
Yeah. But ako, okay lang, di ba? Kung ano mo yun.
Basta nakarehistro, no?
Nakarehistro. Ang mahirap nga there are some, di ba? Mga, sabi nga nila, mga kapit.
Iba-iba.
Iba-ibang mga reasons. Or husbands who would not want
na
their
makita,
wives to see this phone, this SIM card. So they'll keep their own separate. But so what?
But it has nothing to do with registering it anyway.
Yes. After all, you register but I don't see anymore what are the messages that you'll send out.
Correct. So it's not too late to introduce that now.
To me, it's not too late because talagang dumadami ang gumagamit. Ang apo ko nga 1 year and 6 months, alam na niya.
Okay.
Di ba? So, the future generation, talagang ano na nila yan.
During your time, ano mga programa pinasok mo? Like yung, for example, may mga annoying texts, annoying phone calls. Ano yung, what did you introduce?
Well, I did not introduce it. I just strengthened it.
Okay.
One of the, nakikita kong doing well naman for the commission dahil, yun na, at the time kasi, especially those na naging victims, when they go to us, galit na, di ba?
Galit na, yes.
Medyo,
sobra na.
So parang, ano bang ginagawa ninyo? Wala namang, you cannot even help us. So, we made sure na na-strengthen namin ang OSPAC, One-Stop Public Assistance Centers.
Okay,
where you can go, you can complain, pag binigay mo yung mga SIM cards, mga numbers numbers of cell phones that you receive na ayaw mo nang ma-receive, na pa-block namin yan.
Okay. Paano ang proseso niyan? At least, para lang alam ng publiko.
When you go to NTC...
You have to personally go there, no?
I don't know now. But
during
my time, personal, because we don't also want to commit the mistake na tawag-tawag ka lang dahil galit ka.
Kasi prank lang.
Prank calls or request, no? So you go there and you fill up a form requesting and you show the message of this particular number na offensive nga naman talaga.
Okay.
And then we block that para hindi ka na makatanggap ng ganong klase from that number.
How does the NTC undertake the blocking of those messages? You call up the telecom?
Yeah, may mga
may proseso yan.
May proseso yan. And it can be done.
Ganun ha?
Because NTC nga is the regulator, is the agency in charge of these things, di ba? So, pwedeng matawagan, pwedeng ma-request.
I see. Is there also, mga nadidinig ko lang ito.
And another thing pa, Eric, Ngayon lang, I don't know now how it's done also. But during our time, hindi pa uso masyado yung you just go to the Green Hills and then you'll see people saying na pwedeng i-open, pwedeng, di ba yung mga i-change ang, remember those things?
What do you mean? Unlock?
Oh, unlock kasi, noon kasi pag nanakaw ang cellphone mo,
Yes.
then you go to us, you want it to be permanently blocked.
Okay.
Yung may number na ibibigay mo from that, mabili mo yan, when you buy it kasi, may mga numbers yan, di ba?
Yes,
that goes with the
The
cellphone.
cellphone, yes.
Ang engineers namin can really do something para
Malak.
malak yun.
Oo.
So, ang idea sana is, pag nanakaw mo yan, tapos nandoon mismo sa instrument,
Oo.
sa equipment, na hindi mo na magamit, gawin mo, tapon mo na, hindi mo na gamit.
Yes,
So,
yes.
it was intended sana na hindi ka magnanakaw dahil hindi mo naman
Kasi
magamit.
hindi na magagamit ulit.
O kung
Oo.
ma-block naman ng NTC.
Oo.
Ngayon lang, marami ding mga bright
Paraan na
boys.
pwede kang pumunta sa ibang lugar, pwedeng i-unblock yun.
Oo.
So, reusable in short.
Bright boys, di ba?
Okay.
Kasi ang pagkaalam ko, every equipment each equipment has a number only on that equipment.
Okay.
Isa lang talaga. One equipment, one number.
Okay.
Hindi pwedeng 3 or more than one.
Oo.
Because ang mangyari, pag tawag ng number na yun, dalawa kayong magsasagot, di ba?
Oo.
So, yun yung idea.
Oo.
Na talagang sana,
Oo.
pag na-block yun, block na
Hindi
yun
na talaga
forever.
pwede para to be able to discourage yung mga nakaw na
Oo,
telepono,
oo.
magamit, ano?
There were these were good intentions.
But now that's not happening anymore.
Ah,
You can go to wherever, Green Hills and so many places and you can have it unblocked, no?
oo, yun lang ang the sad thing.
At walang nahuhuli.
Pero sana, di ba?
Walang
Alam natin
nahuhuli.
nangyayari yun, di sana. Yung mga ganun should not be allowed.
Walang nahuhuli.
Di ba?
And then the common complaint is we don't have enough manpower.
Correct. So you see, kung talagang, I have a friend who used to say, kung gusto, may paraan. Kung ayaw,
maraming dahilan.
maraming dahilan. Yun.
So, for example, I don't know if this is correct. I also heard na pag may nanggugulo sa inyo, sa telepono mo, NTC has a way na yung telepono niya, you can bombard his or her telephone with so many messages also.
Para siya din medyo he will also get tired, di ba?
Magulo din.
Magulo din. Pero, okay yan.
That is NTC initiated din.
Yes.
Na
I
please
remember
stop
that.
something, please
I
stop,
remember
ganon,
that.
ganon.
Oo, I remember that.
Okay.
To discourage nga.
Oo.
Kaya lang, mangyari niyan, he gets another SIM, he will use it na, not the SIM that
Na napablock.
NTC
Oo.
was able to block or yung bombarded by so many calls,
Oo.
texts.
Oo.
So,
Gagamit ulit siya ng ibang SIM na
iba
naman.
na naman. So, magpunta na naman yung nakakatanggap, magreklamo
Reklamo
na
na
naman.
naman ulit.
So, ako, nakikita ko, I think for as long as victims will stand up for their rights,
Okay.
will take the time to really complain,
Oo.
take the time to find ways to fight this out,
Oo.
pwede yun. Pero yung iba kasi sabihin nila, mag-absent pa kami sa office namin.
Okay.
Pagdating sa NTC, hindi kaagad kami
Oo.
not attended to immediately.
Oo.
So, nadi-discourage sila. So, walang nangyayari.
What other problems were you facing during your time, which you still see even to this day?
Well, isa would be spam
Spam.
messages.
Okay.
Unsolicited messages.
Aha.
Like, yung ringtone, di ba?
Okay.
Yung you are asked if you'd like to borrow money from a particular
Oo.
bank.
Or yung ringtone.
Ringtone.
Tapos
or yung mga,
deducted ka agad sa ano mo.
oo, yung mga gano'n na klaseng, these are very, nakakainis din eh. You
Okay.
keep on
Receiving them. Oo.
And then, in fact, I have a friend, who received from a bank yung treats for 2 peso alert. Ibig sabihin, pag binasa mo yun, minus ka na 2 pesos.
Minus 2 pesos ka agad.
Di ba?
Oo.
Ayoko ng ganun. I don't know how many are receiving that.
Where do these people get the numbers?
That's another thing. Bakit nakakakuha sila?
Okay.
Ang pagkaintindi ko, the directory is very expensive, very useful.
Okay.
Hindi lang sa mga bangko, politicians even.
So what are we saying here? Nabibili yung directory?
I don't know if they're selling it.
And who
But
sells
what
it?
I'm saying is, bakit nabibigay? Why is it being made public?
Oo.
In the sense that whoever gets it, text lang ng text.
Oo.
And I don't welcome them. I don't like these
Oo.
texts.
Oo.
Diba?
Oo.
Text messages.
Oo. So, in short, somebody is selling to the public or to interested individuals this directory.
I'd like to think, alangan naman, they will, di ba?
Sa-
Alangan naman bibigay lang nila
Sa
for
pagtingin
free.
ninyo, sino ang it has to be somebody from the, from the telecom companies or sino yan? Clientele nila?
Yeah,
Banking clienteles? What?
Well, if it's not the telecoms company, it must be somebody who has access to this.
Okay.
Kasi galing sa kanila yun nun. Ito eh.
And then
Diba?
ibibenta.
Well, could be. But dahil I cannot also explain, kung hindi ibenta, why will they bother with it? They'll not make money out of it. Kaya ako,
How did you confront complaints like this?
about
Oo.
NTC naman has the power to
Okay.
to call the attention.
Oo.
'Di ba? You can call the attention na ayaw na ng number na to na makatanggap ng ganito.
Oo.
Or if you continue to send pa rin,
Oo.
then you can take legal action.
Oo.
Except nga, as I said, hindi masyadong nangyayari, hindi nga masyadong marami nagko-complain because they don't want to take the
Walang follow through.
Parang accept na lang. Di bali na. Ko na lang, delete ko na lang. Kaya, ganun, nangyayari. And then, yung ringtones, di ba?
By the way, yung mga nanalo ng jackpot, ang daming ginagamit dyan. Pati si Vice President Binay, ginamit. Pati si
Yes.
Manny Pacquiao, ginamit. Kasi nanalo ka. It's still going on to this day.
Yeah. Ako naman, I'm not saying na, kumbaga, all of this, kailangan talaga nating, ako personally, I don't think we can really do something very, to stop them from doing it. Ang akin lang is,
Pero I think the first step is really registering the SIM card.
yun nga, ang akin lang is, kung ano yung pwedeng gawin, gagawin natin.
Gawin na natin,
Huwag yung pabayaan lang.
Oo.
Because talagang kawawa naman yung gusto talagang may mangyari.
Yes.
We'll take the time to complain.
Oo.
We'll take the time to go to NTC. Let's help one another. I mean, ako, imagine, 94 million. Kung one text lang a day, how much is that? 94 million. One text. Hindi naman nangyayari. One text ka lang a day.
At least average 10 yata per person, no? More or less.
Imagine. So I don't think it's really the expense. Di ba? Magkano lang yun compared to what you're earning. But if you have this, malasakit for your clients to give them better service, to make things comfortable for them, easy to do it.
And the worst part is some of these telecoms think that they're so big. Isa, dalawang tao magreklamo, parang wala silang
Wala.
pakialam kasi they're looking at the 93 million other individuals, no? So wala silang masyadong pakialam dun sa kahit 1 million pa magreklamo kasi
Ito pa, Eric. Imagine if we can use the texting to our advantage. If you want to complain to Congress, itawagan mo lahat yung, imagine kung makatanggap ng 1 million text messages ang isang congressman, do you think he will not, di ba, do something kung ano man yung nirereklamo?
wouldn't it be interesting, thinking about that Congress would have a text number.
I think
Isang text number, pagkatapos na official, text Congress, ganun, Tapos text your congressman. Tapos bawat niyan, nakalagay na lahat doon. So anybody can right away text directly to their, at least official, Yung
Yes.
official, iba yung sa personal, iba yung sa official. That would be interesting, no? I don't think Congress has done that, no?
Well,
Pagkaalam ko, wala pa yata eh. Imagine,
ang alam ko lang, di ba noon, Office of the President, they had this, so that if you have complaints,
you can go
pwede
direct,
mo
no? We're going to pause for a few reminders and then later on, we're going to ask about what do we do with drop calls, yung mga 1-minute calls, kasi at mababawi pa ba natin yung mga dapat ibalik ng mga pera sa atin kasi at sabi daw ng telecoms deregulated na raw sila. So dapat hindi daw sila manduhan kung magkano ang i-charge nila. Sa pagbabalik po ng Republika.